students, welcome to our channel Naveen's Maths Gallery. Students, in this channel, we are going to upload maths videos from 6th to 10th classes, each and every chapter, all exercises. Dear students, utilize this opportunity to improve your maths ability in this pandemic situation. Stay in your home and follow my videos, copy down that notes. It is very helpful to your homework too. In this video, we are going to discuss 7th new textbook, chapter number 1, Integers, exercise 1.3 and exercise 1.4. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel, Naveen's Maths Gallery, and share my videos and follow my videos. Children, in previous classes, we learned that properties of whole numbers, right? So in these integers also, we'll discuss that properties of integers. Let us see one by one these properties of integers. So that is closure property, right? So what is that closure property says that? So if A and B are any two integers, then A plus B is also an integer, or A minus B is also an integer, or A into B is also an integer. That property is called closure property, right? It is satisfies under addition, subtraction and multiplication. Okay, now let us see that commutative property. So what is the commutative property says that if A and B are any two integers, then A plus B equals to B plus A, or A into B equals to B into A. So this property is called commutative property. This commutative property satisfies under addition and under multiplication. It is not satisfies under subtraction and division. Okay, let us see that one more property, that is associative property. If A and B and C are any three integers, if A, B, C are any three integers, then A plus B plus C equals to A plus B plus C, or A into B into C is equals to A into B into C. This property is called associative property. This associative property satisfies under addition and multiplication. So this is also not satisfied under subtraction and division like commutative property. Next property, that is distributive property. Let us see that. If A comma B comma C are any three integers, then A into B plus C is equals to A into B plus A into C. So this property is called distributive property under addition over multiplication. So okay, let us see that next property, additive identity. So let us see that additive identity property. So if A is an integer, then A plus 0 equals to 0 plus A equals to A. Here 0 is called additive identity for any integer. If we add any integer to 0 or 0 to any integer, that will become same integer only. So here 0 is called additive identity for any integer. Okay, so here 0 is acting like identity. That's it. That's why here 0 is called additive identity for any integer. Let us see that multiplicative identity. So if A is an integer, then A into 1 equals to 1 into A equals to A. Here 1 is called multiplicative identity for any integer. Okay, so that multiplicative identity of A is 1. Multiplicative identity of minus A is also 1. So that is additive identity of A is 0. Additive identity of minus A is 0. Like that, that additive identity means that is 0. Multiplicative identity means that is 1. So 0 is called additive identity and 1 is called multiplicative identity for any integer. Let us see that one more property, that is additive inverse property. Okay, so here for any integer A, there exists an integer minus A such that A plus of minus A equals to minus A plus A equals to 0. So here the sum of that positive and negative of that same number, same integer, that will become 0 here. So that's why here A and minus A are called additive inverse to each other. So that means additive inverse of A is minus A and additive inverse of minus A is A here. Okay, let us see that one more notes here. So that is, if negative integer multiplied even number of times, the product is positive integer. If we negative integer multiplied even number of times, the product is positive integer. If negative integer multiplied odd number of times, the product is negative integer. Okay, these two are very important note. Okay, children. So these are the properties we can use in these integers, right? So by using that integers, let us see that exercise number 1.3. Let us see that exercise 1.3. The first question. So identify the loss in the following statements. Identify the loss in the following statements. Let us see that one by one. So which loss we are using in the following statements. So by you already we learned that properties of integers, right? So let us see one by one here which property is suitable for that. Okay. So the first one, look at that. Minus 3 plus 5 equals to 5 plus of minus 3. That is, we easily understand that is additive commutative law. Additive commutative property. Additive commutative property or commutative property under addition. Okay, commutative property. So the second one. So what is that second one here? Look at that. So minus 2 into 1 equals to 1 into minus 2 equals to minus 2. We easily identify it. That is multiplicative identity property. Multiplicative identity property. Multiplicative identity property. Identity property, that is. Okay. So let us see the next one, third one. So what is the third one? Minus 5 into 2 into 3 equals to minus 5 into 2 into 3. This is equals to, children. This is equals to, okay. It is not minus. So minus 5 into 2 into 3 equals to minus 5 into 2 into 3. Which property is this? Yes, that is associative property. Multiplicative associative property. Multiplicative associative property, right? Multiplicative associative property or associative property under multiplication. Both are same only, right? Okay. Now next one, let us see that fourth one. What is that fourth one here? So look at that. 18 into 7 plus of minus 3 equals to that is, okay. So 18 into 7 plus 18 into minus 3. So which property is this? Yes, it is distributive property. Distributive property over addition. Distributive property. That is distributive property. Okay. Now last one, that is not last one, fifth one. So minus 5 into 6 equals to minus 30. Yes, it is multiplicative closure property. Multiplicative closure property. Multiplicative closure property. Multiplicative closure property, that is. Okay. Now let us see that sixth one. Okay. So what is that? Minus 3 plus 0 equals to 0 plus of minus 3 equals to minus 3. Here 0 is acting like identity. This is additive identity property, right? So write it at additive identity property. Additive identity property. Like that, we identify that laws of which laws are we are using in that given statements, right? Question number 2. What will be the sign of the product of the following? So what will be the sign of the product of the following? Let us see that question. So they given that 24 times of negative integer and 35 times of negative integer. Okay, let us see that. So already we discussed that if negative integer multiplied even number of times, the product is positive. So if negative integer multiplied odd number of times, the product is negative integer, right? So let us write this here. They given that even number of times of negative integer, right? So what is that answer? So if negative integer multiplied even number of times, the product is positive, right? Positive. Okay. So now this is they given that odd number of times, that is 35 times of negative integer. So if we multiplied that negative integer odd number of times, the product is negative integer, right? So that is negative. Okay. So like that we should write this one. Okay children. Question number 3. Write the numbers in the blanks by using appropriate law. Let us see that one by one. Okay. So here first one they given that -3 plus dash equals to -3. According to that additive identity law, when we add that any integer to 0, that will become same answer. Okay. Now here the second one they given that 2 into -3 equals to -3 into 2. According to that commutative law, so that is 2 into -3 equals to -3 into 2. Okay. Now let us see the third one. -6 plus 3 plus of -2 equals to -6 plus 3, that is plus of -2 according to that additive associative law. Okay. Now fourth one. So that is -6 into 1 is equals to -6. By using that multiplicative identity property, when we multiply that 1 by any integer, that will become number itself only. Now fifth question. So 5 into -6 plus 9 equals to dash into -6 plus 5 into dash. So this is distributive property. We easily understand that. So A into B plus C equals to A into B plus A into C, right? So they given that 5 into -6 plus 9. That's why it is 5 into -6 plus 5 into 9. So according to that distributive property, like that we should do that. Okay children. Question number 4. State true or false. Give the reasons. The first one, 2 is the multiplicative identity of -2. Is this true or false? Yes, it is false, right? Because, so give the reason also there. So this is false because they given that 2 is the multiplicative identity of -2. This is not multiplicative identity of -2. 2 is the additive inverse of -2. 2 is the additive inverse of -2. Additive inverse. Additive inverse of -2. So that is the correct statement. This is. Okay. Now let us see that second one. Integers are commutative under subtraction. No, it is false. It is not commutative under subtraction because, so look at that, 3 minus 2 is not equals to 2 minus 3. Right? 3 minus 2 is not equals to 2 minus 3. 3 minus 2 is 1 and 2 minus 3 is -1. 1 is not equals to -1. So that's why it is integers are not commutative under subtraction. That is false. Okay. Right. Now let us see the third one. For any two integers A and B, A into B equals to B into A. Yes, it is true. It is true. Okay, for any two integers A and B, A into B equals to B into A only. So now let us see fourth one. The division of integer by 0 is not defined. Yes, division by 0 is not defined. That is true. Okay. Now fifth one. 6 plus of -6 equals to -6 plus 6 equals to 0 indicates additive identity property. No, it is false. So that is additive inverse property. That is additive inverse property, not additive identity property. Additive inverse property. Okay. Yes. Okay children. Right. Question number 5. Simplify the following using suitable laws. So look at that. They're given that -11 into -25 into -4. So we can do that by using this associative property. Look at that. How can we do this? So the first one, solution. Okay. First, we take that -11 into, so first we should multiply this 25 and -4 here. Okay. So look at that. We easily get that answer here. -11 into, this is minus into minus, that should be plus, and 25 fours are, that should be 100. Okay. Now let us see here. So -11 into 100, that is -1100. Minus into plus, that should be negative. So now that is -11 into 100, 1100. Now that is -1100. Let us see that second question children here. So look at that, write the solution here. So here they given that 3 into -18 plus 3 into -32. So by which property it is? So that is distributive property, right? So this is like A into B plus A into C, right? So now we should write it as that is A into B plus C. It's like we should write that is A into B plus C. Write it down that. So 3 into minus 18 plus of minus 32, right? So now we easily get that answer here. 3 into minus 18 minus 32. How much it is? We should add, right? When we add the two negative integers, we should add that two numbers, right? So 18 plus 32, that is 50. Okay. So minus and minus, that is minus only. Okay. Minus 50. Minus 50 into 3. Minus 50 into 3, that is minus 150. So that is the product of one negative and one positive, that should be negative only. So that is minus 150. Right, children? Question number 6. Are the integers are associative under subtraction? Explain by an example. Let us see that solution here. What is associative under subtraction? Write that. Associative under subtraction. Associative under subtraction is, so that is A minus B minus C is equals to A minus B minus C. So this is associative under subtraction, right? So let us take that A equals to here, A equals to 3 and B equals to 2 and C equals to minus 1. Okay. So now substitute these values in that. A minus B minus C equals to A minus B minus C. So look at that. So they're given that is a 3 minus 2 minus of minus 1. Okay. So that equals to 3 minus 2 minus of minus 1. So which implies, look at that, that is 3 minus 2 minus of minus, that should be plus 2 plus 1. So that equals to 3 minus 2. So minus of minus, that should be plus 1, which implies that is 3 minus 3 here. Okay, here 3 minus 2 is 1, 1 plus 1. So that becomes, that is 3 minus 3 is 0, that equals to 1 plus 1 is 2. Is this equal, this 0 and 2? So not equal, right? So 0 is not equals to 2. That's why here, so therefore LHS is not equals to RHS. So therefore A minus B minus C is not equals to A minus B minus C. So therefore subtraction is not satisfied under associative. So that's why integers are not associative under subtraction. Integers are not associative under subtraction. Understand, children? Right. Question number 7. Verify minus 5 into 2 into 3 equals to minus 5 into 2 into 3, right? So here they given that associative property of under multiplication. So let us do that solution. Let us verify it. So here we should take that minus 5 into 2 into 3 is equals to minus 5 into 2 into 3. It is they given that, right? So look at that. First we should multiply this group of numbers, that is minus 5 into 2, that is minus 10 into 3, that is minus 10 into 3. So that is equals to here minus 5 into 2 into 3, that is 6. Okay. Now minus 10 into 3, that is minus 30. That equals to here minus 5 into 6, that is also minus 30. Here that is LHS is equals to RHS. Hence it is verified. Hence it is verified. Okay, right? Let us see that BODMAS rule. BODMAS rule means BODMAS. Here B for brackets, O for off, D for division, M for multiplication, A for addition, S for subtraction. So that is totally brackets of division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. That is that BODMAS rule. So look at this picture here, simplification of numerical expression. So here operations, and we use that brackets here, both of that here. We include that in this BODMAS rule. So look at that, B for brackets, O for off, D for division, M for multiplication, A for addition, S for subtraction. So which brackets are we are using here? There are 4 types of brackets we are using. So that is vinculum, simple bracket, curly bracket, square bracket. Vinculum, this is represented by a bar on the top of numbers. Look at that. This is the vinculum. Okay, this is represented by a bar on the top of that numbers. Now second one is simple brackets. This is represented by small brackets. That is small brackets or simple brackets we called it as. That is, now third one is curly brackets. This is represented by this symbol. So this is also known as, that is, flower brackets. Okay, now this is square brackets. This is represented by big brackets. That is, square brackets is also called big brackets. Okay, now let us see this. The brackets in an expression have to be opened in the order, that is vinculum, that is simple brackets, curly brackets and square brackets. That is to be opened from inside to outside, from inside to outside. So within every bracket also we should follow the order of this BODMAS rule. Okay children, let us see that in exercise 1.4. Let us see that exercise 1.4, first question, simplify the following. Use that BODMAS rules and do these problems. Okay, let us see. The first question is 6 into 9 minus 6 divided by 3. So according to that BODMAS rule, first what we have to do? So first we should do that division, and after that multiplication, and after that addition or subtraction. Let us see. Here first write it down, that is 6 into 9 minus 6 divided by 3, that is 2. Okay, so that equals to 6 into 9, multiply this, 6 into 9, that is 54, minus 2, that is 52. So like that we should do that. Now let us see that second question here. So look at this. 12 divided by 4 minus 8 plus 5. First do this division. 12 divided by 4, how much it is? 3. 3 minus 8 plus 5. So look at that. Now we should do that addition. 5 plus 3, that is 8. Multiply, add these two numbers. 3 plus 5 is 8. So that is 8 minus 8. So that equals to 0. Let us see the third one. So that solution is 8 minus 56 divided by 8 into 9. So do that division first here. Then you should multiply and then subtract it. So write it that 80 minus 56 divided by 8. How much it is? That is 7 into 9. So that equals to, that is 80 minus 7 9s are 63. So now how much it is? That is 7 and 17. So that answer should be positive 17 plus 17, that is. Okay, let us see that one more here. So that equals to, that is solution, write that solution here. 15 divided by 5 plus 17 minus 30 here. 15 divided by 5, that is 3, and plus 17 minus 30. So add these two numbers, that is 3 plus 17, that is 20, minus 30. So that is 20 minus 30, that is minus 10. Okay, let us see that one more here. So that is 8 plus 8 minus 8 into 8 divided by 8. Look at that. 8 plus 8. So write that 8 plus 8 minus 8 into 8 divided by 8. First we should divide that. So that is 1. 8 divided by 8 is 1. Now multiply it. This is 8 plus 8 minus 8 ones are 8. Multiply it. 8 ones are 8. Okay, now add these two now. 8 plus 8 is 16. 16 minus 8 is, that is 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. 16 minus 8 is, that is 8 only. So like that we should do that by using that BODMAS rule. Okay. Question number 2. Let us see that, simplify the following. So first question, 8 into 3 minus 13 minus 7. In Coulomb bar we can read it as, that is 8 into 3 minus of 13 minus 7. So the brackets in an expression have to be opened from inside to outside, and within every bracket we also follow that order of that BODMAS rule. Let us see that solution here. Okay, so write that solution like this. So 8 into 3, first we calculate inside of that vinculum bar, that is 13 minus 7, that is 6. Okay, that equals to 8 into 3, that will be 24. 8 3s are 24 minus 6, that is 18. Okay, children, let us see that next question. So here they given that 12 minus of 14 minus 8 plus 7 minus 15. So first calculate inside of that vinculum bar here, minus 14 minus 8, how much it is? 6 plus 7. Okay, now calculate inside of that curly brackets here. So that is 12 minus 6, that is 6. 6 plus 7, that is 13. Okay, write that 12 minus 6, 6 plus 7. Okay, right in another step, that is okay. Now no problem. So 6 plus 7, that is 13 minus 15 now. So now open that curly brackets also here. 13 minus 15, that should be minus 2. That is the answer. Okay, let us see that next question here. So that is 16 minus of 4 plus 18 divided by 6 minus of 7 minus 5 into 5. Write that solution. 16 minus of 4 plus 18 divided by 6. First we should calculate inside of that vinculum bar. First we should open it, that vinculum bar here. 7 minus 5, that is 2. Okay, now open that vinculum bar, remove that vinculum bar here. Now let us see here 16 minus. So now calculate in that small brackets. Okay, so in this bracket we also follow that order of that BODMAS rule here. First we should divide that division here. Okay, 4 plus 18 divided by 6, that is 3. 6 3s are 18, that's why. Okay, minus 2 into 5, that is okay. Now let us see 16 minus. First calculate inside of that small brackets and remove it. Okay, 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 minus 2 is 5. Okay, 5 into 5. Now remove that small brackets now. So that equals to 16 minus 5 into 5. First we should multiply it. 5 into 5, that should be 25. 16 minus 25. So that equals to how much it is? That should be 9. Minus 9. Minus 9. Okay. So let us see that one more question here. So look at that. 6 of 145 divided by of 3 plus 2 divided by 2 minus 4 of 20. Here of means into here. Okay, of means into. We should write like this. Okay, first write it down. 6 into 145 divided by, so this is 3 plus 2 is 5, right? First remove these brackets, that is 5. Write it that 5. Okay, now divided by 2 minus 4 into 20. 4 into 20, that equals to. Now calculate in that inside of that curly brackets and remove that brackets. Okay, now calculate that 6 into 145 divided by 5, how much it is? That is 29. 29. Okay, and divided by 2 and minus 4 into 20. 4 into 20, that equals to 29. 6 are how much it is? Yes, 6 9s are 54 and 6 2s are 12 and plus 5 is that is 17. 174. So that is 174 divided by 2 minus, that is 420s are 420s are how much it is? That is 80. 420s are 80. And here how much it is? 174 divided by 2. 174 divided by 2 is 87. 87. 2 8s are 16 and 2 7s are 14, right? So 87 minus 80, how much it is? That is 7. So that is the answer, children. Okay, like that. We use that BODMAS rule and do that problems like this. Question number 5. Let us do that solution here. So 25 plus of 14 minus 18 plus of 12 of 5 minus of minus 4 plus 14 here. So of means here into. Okay, write that solution now. So 25 plus of 14 minus 18 plus of 12 into 5. So minus of, that is we should remove that brackets here. First we calculate inside of that small brackets here. So that is minus 4 plus 14, that should be 10. Okay, now remove that bracket. Now look at that, that is 25 plus of 14 minus 18 plus, so now calculate this inside of that curly brackets. 12 into 5, that is 60 minus 10. Okay, now Let us see 25 plus of 14 minus 18 plus, so 60 minus 10, 50, and remove that curly brackets here. Okay, now calculate that inside of that big brackets here. 25 plus of, that is 50 plus 14. So that is 64. 64 minus 18. First add that and we should subtract it. Okay, 25 plus, so 64 minus 18, that is 46. Okay, and remove that brackets. And 25 plus 46, how much it is? That is 71. 71, that is the answer, children. Like that we should calculate that BODMAS rule. Okay. Question number 3, identify the true statements. Let us see here, they given that some statements here. So which is true statement and which is false statements? Let us identify that. Okay, let us see that first one, they given that 48 divided by 6 minus 4. How much it is? First divide that in this statement, that is 48 divided by 6, that is 8 minus 4. So that is equals to 4 only. That is not equals to 24, right? So it is false statement. It is false. Okay, it is false statement. Understand? So look at that. Next one here. So this is minus 18 plus 12 divided by 3 equals to minus 14. Let us calculate this LHS. So minus 18 plus 12 divided by 3, that is 4, right? So write it that 12, minus 18 plus 4. So how much it is minus 18 plus 4? So that is minus 14 only, right? That is equals to minus 14. Yes, it is true statement. Yes, it is true. So both LHS equals to RHS, right? So that's why. Let us see in this one. Look at that. Minus 11 plus 3 into 7. First we should multiply it. Okay, minus 11 plus 3 sevens are 21. So 21 minus 11, how much it is? So that is minus 10 only. Minus 10. Sorry, plus 10, right? So that is plus 10. So this is not equals to 56, right? So this is false. This is false. Okay, now here in this last one, so 2020 divided by 20 minus 100 equals to 1. So look at that, that is 2020 divided by 20, that is 101, right? Minus 100. Yes, 101 minus 100, that equals to 1 only. Yes, that is 1 equals to 1. So that is true statement. It is true. So first one is false and second one is true and third one is false statement and fourth one is true statement. Okay, children. Question number 4. Fill the blanks with plus, minus, into, divided by to make the statement true. Here they given that some statements here. In that blanks, which is suitable symbol to make the statement true here. Okay, let us see. So here the first one is 9-3-6 equals to minus 3. If we subtract this 2 here, that is 3 minus 6, that is minus 3, right? So that is 3 minus 6, that is minus 3. If we divide that 9 divided by 3, that should be 3, and 3 minus 6, that should be minus 3 here. So that suitable symbols here, that is 9 divided by 3 and minus 6, that equals to minus 3. Okay, so that statement is true now here. Okay, now next one, look at that here. If we divide this 12 and 6, it becomes 2 here. 12 divided by 6. Okay, 2 and minus 6 plus 2, that equals to minus 4. Then that statement becomes that's true. Okay, now let us see here the third one. Here they given that minus 15 and 3. If we divide this minus 15 and 3 here, and that becomes 5, minus 5, and minus 5 into 6, that is minus 30. Minus 5 into 6, that should be minus 30, and that statement is true here. Okay, children, right? Thanks for watching this video, children. If you like this video, please like and share my videos. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, Naveen's Maths Gallery. Thank you.